going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to Auto Auction Rebuilds. Today, we're working on a car that I honestly feel like the video is not going to do very well because it's a car that truthfully nobody's interested in, and I have to admit that I'm not even feeling all that interested in it myself, but I want to. I want to be interested in this car because it's my first car. That's right, we're back with the Ford Tempo. The Ford Tempo. Let's take a walk outside. All right, you know the routine. Let's get out here and just kind of double check the pool, the pond, the fish, and then we're gonna take these keys. Ooh, it's windy today, and we are going to see, oh wow, that is so beautiful. We're gonna see if we can start the Ford Tempo. It has not been started since the day I drove it here and parked it. It's been sitting in the same spot. Look how much clearer this pond is. Also a lot of leaves built up in there. We had a landscaper come out today, and they did a lot of leaf blowing, or should we say leaf sucking. They sucked up a lot of leaves today. Oh man, hey guys, there we go. Looks like, speaking of leaves, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of cleaning in there as well. Fish are looking good. They're looking happy, healthy. The water's clear. Looking good, guys. Looking real good. The stream is flowing nicely. All right, it's time to fire up. I call every old car Betsy. Not quite sure why, but I got to figure out how to get this car into this shop without moving the trailer. I think if I back it up, I can angle it. I think I can get in right here. I want to pull it in the shop real quick. We have not started this car. Guys, it's since however long ago it was that we parked it here. It's just been sitting. And although this car is absolutely not worth taking to Maaco, it's just not worth it. We're going to anyway. Watch this seatbelt right here. Check this out, guys. I used to hate it. Kind of like it now. I don't remember, does the air conditioning work in this? No. Ooh. Ooh. This car always starts up first try. There we go. All right. She's a little hesitant there. Let's turn on air conditioning, man. I don't know if the AC works in this. Probably not. Whew. It is a hot one today, guys. Let me tell you, man. Good night. We'll give that a minute to kick on. We're going to go ahead and try to get this thing in the garage. All right, here we go. Kind of swing out away from the trailer there. Oh, yeah, we did it. We did it. We did it. She made it. Remember, guys, we drove this bad boy all the way from Byers back up here to the city. Actually, no, I don't think that air conditioning's working. Oh, yeah, cruise control in this thing works and everything. The lights work. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No way. The AC works. She's got cold air conditioning, guys. I guess I forgot about that. Wow. What a little trooper, man. What a little trooper. Let's see if I can find the hood latch here. There we go. There she is, man. All we did to it was put a rotor on it, bleed the brakes, new brake pads on both sides, new caliper, new alternator, and that battery, I can't remember if we put a battery in it or not. Maybe we did. That's dated 11 of 20. We might have put a battery in, I can't remember. But here she is running, cooling fans are on, air conditioning's blowing. Just a good little car, man. 2.3 liter. Little four-banger. They did come with the V6, but this is not a V6. Normally, I would not send a car like this off for paint. You know what I mean? You guys can agree with me on that, right? She's just not worth it. It's not worth it. But man, damn it, your first car, how can you not take care of it? Now, I may go ahead and send this off to auction. In fact, I'll probably send this off to auction the more I think about it. It does nothing but sit here. I don't drive it. I don't use it. It's here for nostalgia purposes. And that's it. You know, it's just a part of my past that for some reason I'm just kind of hanging on to. And I would much rather see it go to auction and sell to somebody who, I don't know, who's gonna drive this car, man? You know, who's gonna drive a Ford Tempo? But look at it. Tinted windows, seats are in excellent condition, door panels are good, the power locks work, manual windows, ice cold air, I can't believe that. Ice cold air conditioning, horn works, like everything works. No check engine lights, no warning lights, nothing. It's just a good old car, man. Now in the trunk, and I think there's a trunk release right here, and a fuel door release too. I can't believe that. I like every time, I hate this car because I love it so damn much. Every time I get in this car and I start it, I want to keep it. Like, I can't help it. Every time I get in this car, it's like, man, I can't get rid of this. I got to keep it. What do we got here? We got side marker lights and new headlights because the ones in it look janky, right? Look at those crispy new lights. New headlights, new cornering lights. We've got the beat up center caps. We got the new ones here. The Ford emblem that's missing in the front. Hopefully I think this just clips in. We got to put that in. It really completes it right here, doesn't it? Uh-oh. Guys, that does not fit. Well, I guess we could break the tabs off and we could probably just glue it on there, right? That might be what we have to do. Yeah, dang. I didn't know that. Okay, I guess I bought the wrong one. It said it was for a Ford Tempo, and I believe this is a, you know, now I can't remember. I think this is a 91. This is a 8 of 90. So this is a 90 because the new model years come out in September. So, right? It should be a 90. Made in Canada, I think. Canada Transport, hell, I don't know. Anyway, guys, there she is in all of her glory, and today's the day. It's missing one lug nut on each wheel. I got to remember to get 4 lug nuts for this as well. You can hear it. Air conditioning is running. She's sitting here purring like a kitten. Tires are like brand new. Not the greatest tires. They're Primewells, but I mean they're good enough for an old cheap car like this. A few dings all over the car, you know, here and there, but nothing too major, man. So we're going to send her down to Maaco. We're going to drive it. I'll get an Uber back. And number one, let's see if she makes it to Maaco. And number two, let's see what it looks like when we get it back. Well, we're back, boys and girls. It's probably been about a week since I recorded that very first video clip saying that we were going to take the car to Maaco, and I just haven't had time. It's crazy because I haven't been putting out videos every day. I have been just swamped with work, a lot of stuff going on, man. I have been just absolutely great crap all over the car. I've been absolutely swamped, and I'm ready to get this car to Maaco. And of course, Maaco closes in like, oh, I don't know. I think they close in like 45 minutes. It's a 28-minute drive. So I've got to get a move on it, man. Could have swore this was locked. I guess not. I did take my, I took my bike out yesterday and rode it for the first time. So I don't know what day this video is going to come out, but yeah, for me, like, this bike is still new, man. This bike is still new. It's only 2 days old. I think I've got all of 7 miles on it. I'd start it up for you guys, but the keys aren't in here. Isn't she a beauty, though? She is a beauty. The 2021 Sportster 1200. Great bike, man. Great bike. It rides and handles so much better than the KTM 690. And I had so many people tell me, this bike is too big, Randy. It's worse than the KTM. It's not. It's not. This is a smooth, mellow, happy bike, man. It's rider friendly. That's coming from somebody that doesn't ride bikes. All right, that KTM was a monster. That KTM was killer, man. It was a scary machine. All right, we're gonna move all of this stuff out of the way. I'm just gonna throw all this on the ground. Man, I wanna ride that bike. Every time I come out here and see it, it's like I get an adrenaline rush, like I'm ready. I'm ready to get out there and ride, man. By the time this video comes out, I'll probably have completed the rider training course, and I'll probably be 100% legit with a motorcycle endorsement on my license and everything. Can you believe that? That's hard to believe. All right, we'll throw the dealer tag up on there. Forget my gloves. I don't want to lose those. None of this stuff is particularly cheap, you know? Let's try not to lose anything. She didn't want to fire up last time. Let's see if she will do us a solid. Oh, and fire up today. What do you think? Turn off the AC. Yep. All right. She seems much happier today than she was the other day. All right, guys, let's get on the highway. Get this thing to, I almost said Copart, to Maaco. Every time I get in this car, I forget how much I really love it. It sucks. A car like this deserves to be driven, man, not just parked, sitting somewhere and rotting away. I've got a bad habit about collecting cars that I really, really love, and then they just sit. And it's not right, man. It's like keeping an animal in a cage. And while I wouldn't pretend that the Ford Tempo is an animal, if it was, I guess we could call it maybe a squirrel or something. It's definitely not a scary or aggressive animal. She's a good car, man, and I would love to see it spent more time on the road versus just sitting in a garage or sitting in a parking spot for months at a time. We've had this car for months now, and it's eager to run. I mean, she is ready to go. No issue. I do have a slight power steering whine. I'll definitely look to see if it's low on fluid or maybe it's got a fluid leak or something, but we have no warning lights. Nothing. Shifts through the gears just fine. It drives straight. It is relatively comfortable. Some of you out there had to have owned or ridden in a Ford Tempo at some point in your life. Most of you are as old as I am. You had a Ford Tempo, your parents had a Ford Tempo, or your grandparents had a Ford Tempo, also known as the Mercury Topaz. You remember this car. Man, this is a great car. And that's the only reason I'm sending it to Maaco, because the car is so damn good, it deserves it. It absolutely deserves to get a fresh coat of paint, some sprucing up on the front end, and then down the road it goes. Most likely I'll send this through Insurance Auto Auctions when I'm done with it, and I sincerely hope that somebody buys it and actually uses it. I know that probably doesn't seem likely. Nobody drives a Ford Tempo these days. In fact, it's kind of funny the looks I get driving this car around. People in the city are looking at me, and some of the older people I notice take a double take. It's almost like I'm driving an exotic car. People are like, wait a minute, is that a Ford Tempo? Is there really a Ford Tempo driving on the roads today? Yes, there absolutely is. Let's get through this police stuff here. It's not fast. Acceleration is like 0 to 60 in never. But she'll get there, man. Look, we're merging onto the interstate right now. It's 5 o'clock almost, rush hour traffic. Yeah, okay, I gotta admit, there's really not that much traffic on 240 heading west this time of day. Everybody's heading east. But as you can see, we have no issue getting on the highway, getting up to speed. I don't know if you can see the speedometer or not, but there you go, guys. Like, we're doing 65. We're keeping up with traffic. Hell, you want to go 70? We can go 70, no big deal. But the speed limit's 65, and there's a state trooper behind me. So I'm just going to keep it at 65. But take my word for it, she'll go 70 if you want her to. All right, guys, we're going to get this thing the rest of the way to Maaco. And we will reconvene with a price quote for the paint once we arrive. All right, we are rolling up to Maaco in style. That's right. In style in the Ford Tempo. Let's see what Paul has to say about this. Paul's probably going to be looking at me going, Randy, you bring some of the cheapest old cars up here for paint. Like, nobody brings cars like these here for paint. It's just me. It's just me. All right, we made it. Park. And shut her down. What a good car, man. It's a great little commuter. All right, guys, we just got done talking to Paul, and he's going to do us a good deal, man. He's going to shoot this for $375, and I asked him, just because I'm a little too lazy, if he could put the corner lights. I got brand new headlights, brand new corner lights and everything, and I asked him if he could go ahead and install those for me as well. He said, sure. They're going to go ahead and knock it out, man. So next time we see this, she should have a fresh coat of paint. It's real dull. And, you know, the white bumpers don't help. I could have gone the cheaper route, just had the bumpers painted, but I'd rather the whole car match, you know, and all that blending and stuff. She's got some dings and stuff all over. It's an old car, you know, it's well used, or as I like to say, well loved. It's been well loved. It's got a lot of clear coat peel, and this thing right here with some rust, you know, coming through the fender. So they're going to take care of that for us as well. So when we get her back, she should look. She'll never look new, but I think she's going to look a lot better, guys. She's going to look a whole lot better. And from there, we'll get those center caps replaced. I'll order 4 lug nuts for it, put the Ford emblem on it, get it cleaned up, detailed, and that'll be it, man. Down the road she goes. I really hate to see it go. I do. Like, this car has a very special place in my heart, but it's one of those things, man. I don't need cars sitting around going to waste, gasoline rotting in the gas tanks or nothing. I want to see this car on the road. I'd rather somebody have it, use it, enjoy it, get some miles out of it, maybe give it to their kid or something, college student, you know, whatever. I just want the car to be back on the road. It's not fair and it's not right to leave the car sitting in the yard sinking. For that matter, it might as well be sitting in a junkyard, you know what I mean? So we'll get this thing done, guys, and then we'll come back and reveal it. Well, it's going to be like this. We're going to reveal it in. All right, so the car that honestly didn't deserve a paint job. Nobody, like, who even has a Ford Tempo anymore? You know, like, these cars are just gone. It's got a little bit of bird crap on it. Tell me that doesn't look decent.
That looks pretty doggone good.
Okay, so this paint job cost me $425.
Okay.
And for $425, not only did they painted the car all one color because it had white bumpers.
Right.
They also replaced with new corner lights, and I provided those, but they replaced the corner lights, they replaced the headlights. I have the emblem in the trunk. I've also got center caps for it that are, it's only missing one. I got the center caps in the trunk as well. So I've got everything, and take a look at the interior on this car. Like, it actually looks almost like a new car.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Maybe not a new car. Maybe not a new car, but it's old, and it honestly looks pretty damn decent. The paint shines now. Before it was all faded and it was in bad shape. White bumpers. I'm sorry, but for $425, I don't think you can beat that.
No.
And there's people in here complaining right now. And this happens every time I come here because the car isn't perfect. It's not exactly what they wanted. I don't think people really understand that painting a car for $400 or $500 doesn't happen.
No.
Materials alone will cost you almost that much.
Definitely.
So the way I feel about it when I come here, I have reasonable expectations. I know that this paint's going to have some trash in it. Right. I know that there might be some overspray somewhere. That's fine. But the cars come out looking better than when they come in.
Yep.
And you can do that for $400 or $500. You have my business all day long.
There you go.
All day long. And honestly, I mean, take a look at the paint. It isn't like it's loaded with trash. You can feel some, but it hasn't been color sanded.
Right.
So, you know, guys, just remember this. You get what you pay for. You just said that, actually.
That's right.
We were just talking about it. You get what you pay for. If you want a perfect paint job, you're going to pay a hell of a lot more than $500 for it. She's a good looking, because this will make somebody a good driver. You know, I don't know who, because I'm not sure who's going to buy a Ford Tempo, but somebody will.
Somebody with a 16-year-old child.
There you go. Someone with a 16-year-old child. It's got cold air too.
Oh.
Yeah.
Perfect for
cold air,
Oklahoma.
hot heat. The windows are manual, so they work.
Oh, wow.
Power locks. And I'll put that center cap on, and honestly, this car is ready for auction.
Yep.
Like, as soon as I get it home, I'm going to go ahead and have Insurance Auto Auctions put it on the list to come pick it up, and off it goes. So stay tuned, guys, because I will do an individual, a separate video letting you know the auction date of this car, as well as the stock number for this car as well. And I'm sitting here talking, I forgot, this is a brand new video. We've been recording so many videos today. This is video number 3 for today. This many, 4, I mean 3. And we have Santa's Workshop.
Hello.
So if you guys don't know who he is, definitely go check him out. Talk about what you're doing on your channel.
Working on a 98 Mustang right now. Got a special next project coming into the shop soon.
But you got to be subscribed to find out, because you're not going to tell us what it is.
You got to find out.
All right.
You got to be there to find out.
I'm subscribed, by the way, so I'll find out.
That's right. But yeah, you'll if you watch my last few videos, you see kind of a hint in the shop. Okay. So you be looking around, you know, kind of find the clues.
All right. All right, fair enough. What do you think? What do you think of the old Tempo with a $425 paint job?
Well, I think it looks pretty good.
It's not bad. And he's going to do us a solid on the Colt.
Yes.
The Colt. All of you have been begging me to paint. What I don't even know what this area is.
Door frames.
Door frames. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody's been wanting me to get those door frames painted on the Colt, because they're like, it'll make it look 1,000 times better.
Oh, it will.
I'm horrible at painting. I'm real bad. Like, I'm the type, I'll spray paint it and it will bubble up and I get runs. I'm no good. So he offered if we could bring the Colt down to him.
Yep.
He said he would take care of that. And what color do you think? Like a satin or a matte or?
Satin black.
Satin black?
Satin black. That matches the OEM.
Okay.
Best of anything.
All right, so stay tuned, because this is going to be on his channel. Eventually, I'll show the finished product on my channel, but you're going to want to go over to his channel and watch, because he is going to do that for us, and you'll get to see that on his channel. You'll be bringing the Colt back to life.
Oh yeah.
It's going to look totally different when you get done with that. So I appreciate it. Got to give you a big shout out and thank you. Link to Santa's Workshop down below, guys. Go subscribe to him right now. I promise you, you won't regret it. Now, I got to go pay for this car without complaining about it, like the people inside that are throwing a screaming fit and just told me to go F myself.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Yeah. I'm sorry, guys. I get tired of listening to people complain about you spent $500 on a paint job and it's not what you wanted, even though you signed the contract and agreed to it. You're not happy with it. Like, it makes me mad. It does.
Yeah.
It makes me mad, because I know for $500 you can barely afford the materials to paint the car.
Yeah.
And these people have overhead, building. They've got their employees and everything. So the fact that they can paint a car for you for $500, come on, man.
Well,
come on.
The paint for the Mustang is probably going to run around $700 to $800 for what I want to be using.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's worth it.
All right, guys. Let's see. Which one do you want to drive? This or the BMW?
This. I don't think I could figure that BMW out.
Yeah, it is a little tricky, but let's go in here and pay for this, guys, and we'll get out of here before I feel like we're going to end up getting in a fight or an altercation with somebody here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she went storming out right next to the BMW.
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and pay for this real fast, and we'll get out of here. Have you ever driven a Ford Tempo before?
No.
No? What did you think of I don't know how old this car is, 30?
Actually, it rolls and drives really well. Almost lost the windshield wiper, though.
Oh, no. I wonder if oh, wow. No, the clip's missing.
Well, there's a clip on there.
Oh, it's just not clipped in.
It was not done in the right spot.
Okay. Or is it broken?
It looks like it's broken, maybe.
Broken. All right, so if you bid on the Ford Tempo, you got to buy a windshield wiper, all right?
Hang on. It's fixed.
There we go. Well, you heard it from the man himself. He don't tell a lie.
Well, no, I can't.
No.
Santa Claus don't lie.
Yeah. I've been telling everybody from the beginning, man, like I was blown away when I bought this car by how it was in relatively good condition, body and interior. The paint was just tired.
Yeah.
The front bumper, these bumpers are notorious for falling apart. They just kind of start breaking and shattering up here. It's a hard plastic, and over the years of sun, but dude from South Carolina, I think it was South Carolina, actually brought these to me.
Oh, wow.
He found them in his salvage yard, and he rented a vehicle and brought them to me here in Oklahoma.
Wow.
Yeah, they were in pristine condition, as you can see, and now the car looks, she just looks good. She looks good. Real good.
Drives good. It's got some zip to it, too.
For a little I think it's a 2.3 liter.
Right.
And this is old. It's got 104,000 miles on it.
Right.
It's not perfect, but I'll tell you what, with fresh paint, the body actually looks really good. It's got a couple dings, but nothing serious. I don't even think this has hail damage. No. I forgot what it looked like. It's been so long since I've seen this car.
One bingo right there.
One tag on the top there. Yeah, I'm gonna have to send this one to auction. I was gonna keep this because this is my first car, and I wanted to hold on to it, but what I noticed is that I had it sitting out in the backyard.
Right.
And it sit for months. And that's doing the car wrong. Like,
yeah,
if I'm not gonna use it, I can't just hold on to it because I want it.
Right.
Like, somebody needs to be driving this. This is a good car. You just drove it on the highway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were on the highway, and what, 60?
I hit 65 going 65. On 70 once.
Okay, and it's got cruise control, and it works too. 65, he had it up to 70. So you heard it from somebody else. So everybody thinks, oh, he's a car salesman. I don't BS about these cars. I don't need to. I don't need the money to be lying to my subscribers and trying to sell them cars that they're not going to be happy with.
The only thing I think would make it just absolute perfect is a set of shocks and struts.
Yeah. Well, it has brand new on one end. It's either got, I can't remember. Goodness, I hate that. I get so many cars, I forget. This one definitely either has brand new shocks on the back or brand new struts on the front.
It seemed to float just a little bit.
One or the other. So I think it's the back. I think it's the back has brand new shocks and the front needs struts.
Yeah.
But it's not like they're rattling or clanking. Like, the car's quiet.
No.
It does kind of just float, though, like an old Cadillac or something. It's kind of wild for a tiny car like this. But guys, there it is. She's done, as far as I'm concerned anyway. I may go ahead and put that little Ford emblem back on. It doesn't fit. It didn't quite fit. It didn't line up with the holes right here. So I'll have to glue it on or something. But probably put the Ford emblem on, put the center cap in, and that's a wrap for the old girl, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. It was fun. I'm telling you, man, the people that were up at Maaco complaining has been it's been driving me nuts on the whole drive back. Like, okay, guys, listen. I'm gonna run you through the story real quick. I'm not going to take much of your time, but these two ladies are inside of Maaco, and they're complaining about a $500 paint job.
Right.
$500. It was a $600 paint job, but the people there at Maaco were really nice, and they knocked $100 off the price for them. And it was a color change. Okay.
Oh my.
It was a color change.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, a color change, which means a whole nother level of BS you got to deal with when changing the color. They signed a contract for $500. They painted the car. They changed the color, but they didn't do the door jambs. They didn't do the trunk or under the hood for $500 because they didn't pay for it. So they come to pick the car up, and they're mad because for $500, they didn't paint the door jambs. And I mean, they were yelling
Yes.
at the people working there. They didn't do it. You signed the contract. What are you mad about? And now they offered to paint the door jambs. They said, we can do it, sure, for the extra money, because you didn't pay for it and you signed the contract. And then at first she said, well, I didn't sign the contract. I sent somebody with my car who dropped it off, and they signed the contract, but it wasn't me. And then they said, okay, fine, show us a copy of the contract where it says we'd paint your door jambs. Well, they had their friend text them the copy, and no, it didn't say that. It said exactly, they had the nerve to accuse the people of Maaco of cheating them.
Changing the contract. Yeah.
That is what put me over the top. And I try real hard to mind my own business, because you never know what kind of sticky situation you get yourself in when you start putting your nose in other people's business. Today just wasn't the day for me. I've been keeping my mouth shut, and they accused Maaco of changing the contract. And I'm just like, come on, man. So I let the ladies know that if you get your car back from the paint shop with paint on it, For $500, you got a deal.
Yeah.
And then I was told to shut up.
Yeah.
I was told to shut up. Then they said they were going to contact the Better Business Bureau, at which point I laughed and told them the Better Business Bureau isn't going to do anything. And then she said, I'm not stupid. I run my own business. No, you don't. No, you don't. If you did, you wouldn't have been treating them people at Maaco like that had a contract with your signature on it.
I wonder what kind of dog grooming service she has. No offense to people who actually own dog grooming service.
True.
But
you could tell she was just, you know, anyway, man, you know, I tried to explain to her, but she just told me to, and then the last lady walking out the door told me to go F myself. Real classy.
Yeah.
Real classy. So anyway, reasonable expectations when you're getting any work done, anything at all, you get what you pay for.
Exactly.
And this right here is a 400. I thought it was 425. It's 465. Okay, but $465. That's what this cost, and I'm happy with it. You're a paint guy, like,
yeah.
I think it's a great deal.
Oh heck yeah, I couldn't do it for that.
Okay. So you know what? It's pouring rain. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, definitely.
Go subscribe. Go subscribe to say. Ooh, the lens just got blurry. Go subscribe to Santa's Workshop. We're gonna get out of the rain. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the content, hit the thumbs up button. Follow me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Auto Auction Rebuilds, and yeah, like the video. Okay, stay safe out there. But I'll catch you all very soon in the next one.